welcome to another exciting episode of Unveiling the Diamond. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about how to overcome your fears. So keep your fingers crossed, keep watching, and don't go anywhere. Welcome back, viewers. It's still Unveiling the Diamond. Like I said, today we'll be talking about how to overcome your fears, and I'm going to be using a story to explain what I mean by how to overcome your fears. Now, this is a story of a woman whose perfect imperfection has made her become the person that she is today, and that person is no other person than Muniba Mazira. This person is one person that has inspired my life so much. Listening to her story alone makes me feel I can actually do this. Now, Muniba Mazira is from Pakistan, and it happened that while she was 18 years old, her father made her to get married to someone. Her father asked for her consent, quite alright, but in their tradition, good girls never say no to their parents. So she accepted to get married to this man. And 2 years after their wedding, she met with an accident, she and the husband. And somehow, while the car somersaulted, the husband happened to jump out of the car and saved himself. But she, on the other hand, could not come out of the car. And so she sustained a lot of injuries. From spinal cord injuries, her ribs were fractured, a lot of complications. She couldn't breathe, and the next thing is she found herself in the hospital. I think after some months she was still in coma, and when she finally regained herself, she realized that she has become paralyzed due to the spinal cord injury she had. And at that moment she felt, what is there to live life? There is nothing there to live again. She just wanted to die. The only thing that was ringing in her head was suicide. But thank God she did not commit suicide. And that is because she had a very strong woman beside her, and that was her mother. Her mother told her so many things, encouraged her, made her believe that even though she had a disability, she could actually see her ability in her disability. One thing led to the other, and she began to have so much fear. And one thing she feared was the fear of rejection, because she felt people who are confined to the wheelchair are not people that are easily accepted by the society. So she began to think about it, and the thought alone made her very scared. And then, because of the injuries she sustained, it happened that she could no longer bear a child of her own, and that became her biggest fear. She felt, as a woman, you don't have a child, so what is even there to live for? She felt she has failed as a mother, and she would never ever enjoy motherhood. And her third fear was the fear of losing her husband, the fear of divorce. It was so devastating. So one thing led to the other, and then what she did was to get a book and a pen. She wrote down all her fears, and then she began to think, how do I overcome these fears? How do I actually come out of my shell? I cannot continue in this grief. I cannot continue to belittle myself. She wanted to become the best version of herself. She wanted to matter. She wanted to inspire someone, because in her words, she said, if you're living life to make yourself happy, then you have not started living. Until you begin to inspire someone, make someone happy. So she got invited to talk about her story to an audience. And that was when she said, okay, this is a perfect opportunity to overcome this fear. She was scared of meeting people, not because she didn't want to see those people, but because she didn't want to hear some negative comments that were made to her. And she She didn't like the sympathy on people's face whenever they see her, and that was why she was so scared. So this opportunity came, and then she went out, she spoke to these people, and at the end of the day, she shared her story. And after sharing her story, someone walked up to her and held her hands and was like, "Thank you very much, Muniba Maziri. Thank you for inspiring me. Thank you for motivating me. Now I know that I can actually be the best version of myself." And that was when she now realized that, public speaking was actually inside of her. But this disability almost made that impossible. And that was when her public speaking journey started. So the next fear she was able to overcome was the fear of motherhood. Sitting down thinking about what to do, she decided, must I actually have my own child before I can give out love to a child? Do I need to birth my own child before I can be loved by a child? And then she came up with the idea of adopting a child. Then she went ahead and adopted her son. She adopted him while he was few days old. And according to her, holding this child in her arms, she felt like a mother. She felt she would give all the love, all the support that a mother would ever give to her own child. And this child grew up to love her, love his mom, and see beyond his mother's disabilities. And actually, she became a role model to this child. Now, her other fear was the fear of divorce. So even before she took the action of adopting a child, living her dreams and all that, the first thing that happened was that after some months, her husband issued her a divorce letter, and she realized that her fear has actually come to pass. She picked up herself, picked the remaining pieces of her life, put them together, and then she began to work on herself. And today, she is living the best days of her life. I don't know what your biggest fear is, but I'm going to tell you one thing for free. No matter what your fear is, you can overcome it. You can apply the method of Muniba Maziri and live the best days of your life. Don't allow your situation to limit you. See the brighter side of life. In your disability, see your ability, just like Muniba Maziri. She said her imperfect life made her become the person that she is. So what is that thing that you're so scared of? What is that thing that you think you're going through that no one has gone through before? Of course, you can live the best version of yourself. All you need to do is to have a positive mindset. Have the mindset of possibilities. And with that, you're good. So thank you for staying tuned. I hope you got value from this story. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.